Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Nekojishi, Senpai's Path. So yeah, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that we've got our new Patreon up. For as little as $5, y'all can help support the channel and get exclusive rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and feature access to all upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Those are exclusive just for the patrons, y'all. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you are up. Let's go. Let's do it down and down. Okay. I mean, so you can make your clothes disappear? Well, of course. As you know, a god doesn't have any fixed appearance. So, you can do that anytime? Correct. However, I consider my regular garments a part of my official appearance. Okay, so gods can change their clothes. That's cool. Talking about gods and their clothes, Leopard just stepped into the water. Whoa! Heh, oh my. That's some good art. I gotta say, this is a fantastic view. Leopard's just standing there, the steam rising around his well-defined body. My heart pounds as I see the reflection of his V-line mirrored on the surface of the misty hot spring water. The tiger rests his back against the bath wall. The towering form of his rugged, handsome body contrasts well with the serene space steeped in tradition. Meanwhile, Senpai is trying to swim in the bath, his lithe body exposed under the rippling, steamy water. This is so tempting. Oh, you okay there? You having difficulty with something? What are you talking about? Don't be shy. Let me check it out. Senpai attempts to feel me up under the water, and I dodge him as swiftly as I can manage in a steaming hot bath. Hey, cut it out! I just want to check. I'm not going to... Thud. Ah! Be quiet, kitten. Tiger just smacked Senpai over the head. Not forcibly, but it wasn't soft either. Senpai reels back, covering his head. He looks like he's about ready to cry. It's adorable in a way, but I won't feel any pity for his pain after he just tried messing with me. But now I'm used to the temperature of finally getting a chance to enjoy this so-called relaxation by leaning against the bath wall and letting the warmth seep through my body. My aches fade away as the heat massages all my muscles and the steam comforts what parts of me remain above the water. I close my eyes and face upward. The water from the hot spring feels different, but it feels good. After spending some time in the bath, I can feel sweat starting to drip down my head. If you stay in too long, you'll start to get dizzy. Oh, alright. Why don't you go drink some water? Then after resting a bit, you can come back in. I get out of the pool and notice the temperature difference instantly as a wave of cool air spreads over my body. I quickly grab my robe and a bottle of water. It really works. I told you. Senpai's left the bath as well. He walks around with a robe on, which is too large for him. The lower hem dragging across the ground behind his feet. Tiger and Leopard are still in the bath. Their eyes are closed, seemingly enjoying the hot spring. Wonder how they enjoy that without actually having real bodies. This probably isn't the best time to ask about that. Sorry, y'all. I spend a few minutes in the rest area with Senpai before returning to the bath. We continue to enjoy the hot spring until our time is up and the front desk calls. So, how was the hot spring? Senpai stretches his whole body while he talks. It was acceptable. What a great way to relax. Hot spring, warm. Seems we all liked it, myself included. I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea to go to this again sometime. But there's no way I could afford that myself without Senpai's vouchers. Alright, so you guys want to grab something to eat after all that time in the hot spring? Any of you hungry? I certainly am. Wait a second, didn't you say that gods never get hungry? Well... Who cares? Let's get to it! After talking about something to eat, we head straight to the suckling pig and the wild boar sausages I wanted earlier. For the boar sausages, I buy a flavor called magao, which is supposed to be a type of herb from the mountain. Leopard also asks for some barbecue, but I have to refuse him. We have too many meats already. Instead, I get him some rice served in a bamboo tube. We keep walking along the old street, enjoying the sights and foods. Eventually, we make it to the end of the street as dusk takes over the sky above. Second, y'all. Water time. The mountain is cloaked in orange while the sky dyed lavender by the lights of the sun. I'm so full! Yeah, I feel like I ate too much too. You asked for it. I told you not to order so much for those two gluttons. I won't argue with you. I won't argue you on being a glutton. but I didn't force Liao to buy me anything.
Boar meat is good. Liao should have more.
Yeah, it was good. I couldn't tell its actual flavor because the Magao overpowered it, but it did have a different texture than I'm used to from pork. But the bamboo tube rice was really good, along with a suckling pig. Honestly, I don't regret eating so much. I lean against the rail of the bridge we're on and look into the deep lavender sky. The sun returns past the horizon, and the first few stars begin to come out and twinkle. Instead of staying at home, I just spent a really nice day outside. I'm glad they're here with me. After all, this won't last long. One day I'm gonna need to choose one of them. I can't really do that, can I? Eventually I just need to ask them to leave so I can focus on my studies. I'm just thinking about this too much. It's all gonna work out eventually. Hopefully. Senpai, it's getting late. And you're not wearing enough to stay out at night. Shouldn't we go home now?
No, I'm fine. Well, I guess it is getting too late to do much, though. It would be better to head home.
Alright, let's go.
Yep.
On our way back through the old street, I bought some hot spring eggs that Tiger requested. I also ended up buying a box of Malay mochi for Leopard. Mochi is so good. I guess that's my lunch for tomorrow sorted. It feels like Leopard and Tiger just keep on feeding me these days. I'm not gonna get fat because of these two, right? I walk into the cafeteria, ready for lunch. Suddenly I notice a strange person? Come on, I have to be seeing things. Is that a lizard man? That's definitely a lizard man. Okay, I know I can see spirits, and I know I should have expected to see more of them at some point, but a lizard man? A fantasy novel could prepare me to see one of those in real life. Hey, Tiger, you see that? That? Oh, you mean the Yaoguai over there. A Yaoguai? A lizard Yaoguai? Lizard? Close enough. You seem to be surprised. What? Shouldn't I be surprised? That's a lizard man! Am I supposed to see a lizard man at school?
Yeah, it's normal to see Yaoguai everywhere. They're part of everyday life.
Hold on, why have you never told me this before?
Normally Yaoguai won't even get close to us. They avoid guardian tigers like the plague and run like hell when they see one. You should totally ask him about it.
I should ask him? Leopard looks troubled. I can tell he doesn't want to go near the Yaoguai. I'm a bit nervous. Why would Senpai want me to talk to him? It's fine, Liao. I really don't think this guy is a bad Yaoguai. Oh, so there are good and bad Yaoguai? Well, certainly. Gods and Yaoguai are not entirely different after all. They both originate from the heavens and the earth, chi of varying forms. But a god cannot be a god without their worshippers. Consequently, there are more Yaoguai than gods. There are absolutely some bad Yaoguai. You've definitely heard about them, but most Yaoguai are actually neither good nor bad. As for this one, I would agree that you should talk to them. It'd prove interesting. Interesting. Granted, I'm kind of interested in him too. Alright, let's give this asking thing a shot. Excuse me, hello? I walk up to the lizard man and attempt to greet him, trying my hardest to be welcoming. He gives me his attention and then a second look. Suddenly his whole body is trembling.
Huh? Hello?
He looks behind me with suspicion. I know what he's looking at.
Can I sit here, bro?
Huh? Oh, yes, certainly.
Alrighty, Liao, we can sit down.
1 second, y'all. It is water time. We take the seats in front of the lizard man. Tiger is standing behind me, and I can see Leopard stand behind the lizard man. He's all the more nervous for it, and I can see why. We've practically got him surrounded at this point. Well, this sucks. There's my plan to not threaten him. So, may I help you? Sorry about this. I'm just a little bit curious, so I wanted to ask you. I mean, are you a Yaoguai? I try to keep my voice down. I don't want to embarrass him, or more importantly, myself. Yes, and you are? Oh, sorry for not introducing myself already. I'm actually just a student here, but recently I've been able to see Yaoguai like yourself. So I couldn't help but talk with you when I saw you sitting there. My name is Lintian Liao. Nice to meet you.
I'm Yan Shushi.
Nice to meet you two. And these two gentlemen here? I am a guardian tiger of Meizu. You can consider me as a guardian of Liao.
Likalu.
I see. As you know, I'm a Yaoguai. I don't believe my human name is important. Okay. My pseudonym is Randolph. I'm an artist. An artist? Right. I came here today to visit a professor of history at this college. So you're a Yaoguai artist who comes to visit a professor at my college? Okay. Yes, does that seem strange? It does. I didn't mean that. It was rude of me to come up and disturb you like this. I'm so sorry. I saw that what I said made him visibly nervous, so I tried to apologize as best I can. Just gotta think about how this would be for him. We just show up all of a sudden, surround him, and then ask whether he's a Yaguai. It's pretty forward for us. It's okay. Please, I don't mind. I like talking with people. So, why did you choose to become an artist? Seems like that's special for a Yaguai. I never thought about meeting a medium with guardian tigers in college either. And the gentleman behind me, I'm not sure who he is, but I can feel that he's a very powerful spirit. It might be time for introductions, no? Oh, of course. My family is a Jitong family. We've served guardian tigers for generations. The man behind me is the guardian tiger who has come with me to Taipei all the way from my hometown. Or I should say he came along with the statue I brought to Taipei. The other guy behind you is, the one who opened my eyes to all this. He's a spirit from the Rukai tribe who wanted my help, so he gave me this ability. Since then, I've been able to see all these gods, and I guess Yaguai like yourself. Finally, this is my senpai. He's a leopard cat guardian tiger, who also wants my help to rejuvenate his temple in Miali. A leopard cat guardian? You would have had to be a Yaguai. You would have had to be a Yaguai once, right? Yeah, I wasn't lucky enough to escape from my Fudagong. Terrible, huh? It doesn't seem to have been such a bad thing if you became an orthodox god out of it. However, you just mentioned something about rejuvenating the temple, so I guess your good god of soil is losing his power. That may explain why you still smell like a Yaguai. I can't feel much spiritual power from you at all. I'm worried about it, but Liao isn't helping me. Help? Isn't he a college student? I briefly explained to Randolph why all three of them want my help specifically. That's it. I'm not saying that I don't want to help them, but I can't just drop school just for that. And to be honest, I'm not interested in becoming a priest. I'm a member of the dance club here, and I want to pursue a career where I can use that in my talent. But these three kind of put a spanner in the works. It's hard enough as it is to make a living by dancing, and I have to keep up on school at the moment. It's not possible for me to just get up and have a 2-year break. Honestly, it's really been stressing me out. I can see why you're so troubled. However, do you really know the details about the requests? Details? I mean, sure, I've asked about them, but how much could there be for it? How much could there be to it? Priest, Oracle, Jitong, whatever. They're all people who represent the wills of gods in society. So I can communicate with the spirits. Sure, that's awesome. But being the go-to guy for, hey, I want to talk to the gods isn't awesome after a while. Even if I get to have all these cute guys living with me, I don't want a life steeped in the history of my ancestors. You know? So, have you considered any alternative ways? Alternative ways? You're still at school, so you don't have time. However, it doesn't mean that you can't help them at all. Maybe, but how? I believe you'll find a way. I doubt they would want to bother you after you solve their problems. Well said. Hurry up and drive them boys so you can come back home, Liao. It's not that easy. You can't just give up and leave me halfway. Liao goes to Wutai. See, it just ends up like this. I may have been too optimistic. It seems this is not something I can judge. I do apologize for my irresponsible words. No, please don't. Talking to you is helping me think, and I appreciate it. It may be hard, but there's got to be some way out. Even if there isn't, I have to try anyway. I need to try and work this out. Thanks. I'm surprised to talk to such a polite Yaguai like you. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean... It's alright. I do treat myself as a special case. So, are there other Yaguai like you living amongst humans? Actually, there are many of them. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. After all, isn't the same thing true with humans? But frankly speaking, sometimes I find other Yaguai are annoying. Are Yaguai aggressive to each other? Well, Yaguai from the same species are usually fine, but typically we don't like Yaguai from other species. Most of us have a strong sense of territory, but it's pretty common for Yaguai to mingle within cities. Smarter Yaguai are the ones who have learned to keep their business to themselves. But the ones with ambition are the ones who cause trouble. They're mostly taken care of by the gods and other more powerful Yaguai. They're taken care of? Does that mean most Yaguai of the city are good? Sorry, I just got up. It depends on your perspective. To me, they just don't want any trouble. If things don't always go that easy, of course, sometimes new ones are born. Other times they might just come here to cause trouble. It's all maintained on a shifting balance. But if something big happens, it's usually because of the temples. I Guess that's why some people still hold on to those traditional beliefs. People go to the temples now for blessings of fortune, better luck, or just to pass their next exam. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out that Patreon, y'all. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye!